That was a track called Overlord 3 by our guest tonight on Heavy Pressure, local band Tyrant. A strange title for a song, isn't it? Why 3?
Well, we've rewritten it twice. It was originally called Overlord, and then we changed it to Overlord 2, and then after a few weeks got fed up with that and changed it to Overlord 3.
Is there any plans for this band to actually change its lineup in the near future?
Well, we are looking for a keyboard player, male or female, we don't really mind, just as long as they've got the looks and the ability.
Now, the reason I said that was because listening to the music tonight, in fact, you're going to change the whole sort of musical approach, aren't you? And you're going to go and go off the road and start rewriting the set. Why is that? What kind of field and direction are you going into shortly?
Well, we feel at the moment, with the name of the band and the type of music we started off playing, the first numbers we wrote, it was totally the wrong direction. It was too commercial in the way of it's all been heard and done before. It was looking more for originality, and with some of the numbers that we wrote when we first started off, you'd heard it all before off all other bands, so we're trying to look for something totally new.
What we are trying to do is, after our last gig on May the 12th at Romeo and Juliet's, is take a couple of months off, rewrite the set, get the lineup sorted out once and for all, and then just hopefully come back and hit the Birmingham scene with a bang.
And it must be very hard actually for a band looking for original material and a totally sort of different approach, because obviously, as you said, most of the things in music now have already been done, and you know, most bands that I see certainly are following the sort of heroes.
Well, we had a 6 months trial period, if you like, an experiment these last few months, and we think maybe a keyboard player could help us.
But we do like, in fact, the different influences of the different people that play in the band. I mean, we're not all sort of heavy rock orientated or different things. I mean, Pat particularly likes to bring in an acoustic guitar into the songs, and I mean, Keith sort of likes to vary the bass a bit. And I've been brought up on blues, so we sort of, I mean, there's all the ingredients there to change the direction and come up with something original.
We want to come up with an original type of music that will still appeal to the type of people we're playing to now. I mean, we don't want to by no way attract a mod following or anything along that line.
I mean, we don't aim to be a fashion fad. We want to be known for our music rather than the sort of clothes we wear and the image we present.
Now, you seem very keen on, as I saying, you're looking for a keyboard player. How can that, the fact of having a keyboard player in the band, alter the sound of the music? You know, and what kind of direction do you want those to go into?
We'd like an orchestrated classical keyboard player, if possible, to put some nice orchestrated drops in the background.
And they'll really will in fact be left up to them to decide what to do. I mean,
well, to certain points, we've got some ideas of our own.
Well, in the band, we've got no leader or anybody that tells everybody else what to do. We tend to let the ideas come, and if we don't like something somebody else does, we'll tell them, and then it's up to them to either change it or convince us that they're right. And that's the way we've written most of the songs, and that's why we want to rewrite the set again, because we get fed up with what we play after a bit, and we just like to sort of start in a new direction.
Also, having a keyboard player added to the band, it'll open up a whole new field that we can experiment with.
How long, in fact, are you intending to go into this hibernation and stay off the road?
A couple of months.
Couple of months, 3 or 4 months. So we hope to start off gigging again September, October.
And by that time we want to be perfect at what we do.
Polished.
So really, this couple of months in hibernation then is really going to be sort of hard work for you?
Oh,
well, it's going to be the crucial point. I mean, if it doesn't work until that point, I mean, you know, then there'll be questions asked.
Right, okay then, let's turn first of all to the gigs now. You mentioned that you're at Romeo and Juliet's on May the 16th, I think?
May the 12th.
May the 12th.
May the 12th. Anything else planned before or after that gig?
Before that gig, we've got a gig at the Hopwood Caravan Club, which is on April 26th. Yeah, it is. April the 26th. Then I think
we're playing a couple of gigs out at Smethwick Way and that sort of thing. We played one a couple of weeks ago at Smethwick to a completely unknown audience. And
it's a pub called the Blue Gates. They haven't had a band there for about 3 years, and we went down and tried to see the gaffer and sort it out, as it were, and he gave us a gig, and it seemed to go down a real storm, like, so hopefully, you know, that that place will get off the ground as
It now
a rock
looks as though
venue.
he's going to open it up on a Saturday night, which he's never done before for rock bands, which should sort of bring the right sort of music to another area in Birmingham.
Our last gig will be in Smethwick, 17th. I think it's the 17th of May.
Two Brewers.
The Two Brewers.
Right, let's finish with the last track this evening by, as I said, local band Tyrant, and it's called
Angel's Kiss.
Thanks there to the music of Tyrant. And that was recorded in BBC Radio Birmingham studios. Now, thanks to Loud and Good for talking to Tyrant, and nice to have them on the programme. And don't forget, we can always have local bands on the programme. All you have to do is drop us a line here, care of Heavy Pressure BBC Radio Birmingham.